Well, Sabbath greetings to everyone. I hope you've had a great week. It's been a wonderful week here in Sussex, but wow, has it ever been busy. It's kind of a fun busy as we prepare for the fall holy days, but it sure is busy, and made quite a bit of progress this week, but maybe you're experiencing the same thing. It's very common that as we lead into the fall holy days, or even the spring holy days for that matter, it certainly does appear that Satan is angry, and Satan tries to stir things up. And if it's going to happen, a lot of times we'll see those things happen during the holy day season. So there's been a few things to take care of in that regard as those things do tend to happen, but overall I have wonderful things to report, making good progress. I'm still not completely done with all the planning for the feast, just in terms of squaring everything away, getting all the daily schedules done, and being ready to send out a number of notifications here to the speakers and pianists and all those people that are planning to serve, and kind of showing them exactly what days they'll be doing what. So we're getting to that point very quickly. I'm hoping that Sunday I have quite a bit more time to put into finishing up feast planning and that sort of thing, because I still have several sermons to write. So I'm going to be working on those in the days ahead. Of course, I don't have weeks and weeks. We're less than 3 weeks away from the feast, so still got a lot to accomplish, and I certainly do appreciate your prayers, and I'm praying for y'all too, so you can be ready for the feast. And for actually, there's a couple of holy days even before the feast. We've got the wonderful aspect of the Feast of Trumpets. It's one of those days that's kind of it's a day of dark clouds, but it's also a day of light. It's a day of transition, moving into the kingdom of God as we see Christ returning, and it really pictures our great salvation. And then, of course, atonement, that has to happen before we can rejoice at the feast. We have to get Satan, the devil, out of the way. He's got to be taken out of the way. So we have those two steps even before the feast comes around. So I hope you all have been having a wonderful preparation season as we approach these fall holy days. I hope we all are preparing and getting ready mentally and physically, and all the other ways that we prepare for these wonderful yearly feasts and festivals of God. I'm not going to take too much more time. It's a lot later that I'm getting to this video than I wanted to. It's certainly past sunset, so I'm going to keep it brief tonight, and I just wanted to say I hope you are having a wonderful time preparing for the upcoming holy days. We are planning on being in Milwaukee. I have made a few changes to the schedule here. Always tend to get a little bit aggressive because I plan really a year in advance for the next year, and it does lend itself to having quite a number of adjustments that have to be made during the year. And that this time of year is no exception. So I'm changing my plans. I plan on being in Milwaukee for services this Sabbath, leading into next week, the Feast of Trumpets, of course, as we all meet, or many of us will be meeting there in Janesville. So we look forward to seeing the brethren in Milwaukee. The rest of you and many more of you will see at the Feast of Trumpets, and we'll see all of you in the weeks ahead. And of course, we'll be all scattering here and there for the feast, but we'll come back together after that. And so I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sabbath. Take care. I love you all. Have a wonderful Sabbath, and we'll talk again real soon.